Our son's going to go into for school and different programs.
What school is this?
It's a private school, but he's a brilliant boy.
And it's actually less. I looked it up, and it's 9 months.
Okay.
3 months without having any child support, if that's what he's bringing to case.
If she decides that he's going to go to a private school.
In your W-2, you made $62,500 a year, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That will bring your gross to about, let's say, $5,100. There will be nothing wrong with that. Okay.
So we'll discuss that after. Okay.
Okay, Miss Stewart.
Ms., I kept the father's last name for our son.
Oh, okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
We were married, got a divorce a couple years back. The last 6 years of our son's life, our son's 6, have been not easy, but between us, we're pretty amicable. We get along, and a lot of decisions we make together for our son. We're coming into this new decision here soon of what our son's going to go into for school and different programs.
Miss Stewart shocked the courtroom when she said she kept her ex-husband's last name for their son. They've been divorced for years, but now, a new decision has them back in front of the judge. What's pushing this amicable co-parenting to the edge? The answer lies in one expensive request. Stay tuned to find out what she wants next.
Our son's going to go into for school and different programs. He has been paying child support, but the dues that are going to come up with school are going to be more.
Okay.
And I wanted to try and get more child support, hopefully to split the difference in the cost of that.
Okay, how much is he paying you right now in child support?
$430.
Okay. And what is it that you're asking in terms of the split?
Our son's dues are going to be $1,100 for the new school.
What school is this?
It's a private school, but he's a brilliant.
Miss Stewart shocked the courtroom when she revealed that she had kept her ex-husband's last name for the sake of their son, even though they had been divorced for years now. Circumstances had brought them back before the judge, and what was once a smooth path of amicable co-parenting was suddenly pushed to the edge. The reason behind this tension was not rooted in personal conflict, but in one expensive request that carried the power to change everything. And the question remained, what exactly was she asking for next?
It's a private school, but he's a brilliant boy, and I think we've done a great job raising him. So to put him into a school that really fits his personality and his education level, I think we agree is important for him. So.
Okay. And what do you have to say about this?
Well, I kind of let her make those decisions.
In terms of the school, you're okay with the school?
In terms of the school, I'm okay. I trust her. It's actually, splitting it is going to be more on the front end, but it's actually less. I looked it up, and it's 9 months.
She was asking for more child support, but not for herself. She insisted that their son's future depended on enrolling in a new private school that came with a cost of over $1,100 a month, while he was already paying $430. This raised the question of whether her request was truly about the child's well-being or whether it was more about control. Yet the real twist came when the courtroom heard what kind of school she wanted her son to attend.
Actually less. I looked it up, and it's 9 months.
Okay.
At $550 will actually be less child support for me in the next year. So I'm not sure that's what she wanted to do, so I'm saying okay.
Okay. So you guys agree that you would split the $1,100? Is that what I'm understanding?
We agreed that we would split the schooling, but the trouble that we're coming into here is just the length of time. I don't want to go 3 months without having any child support, if that's what he's bringing.
He admitted that he trusted her judgment about the school, and for a brief moment there was a rare sense of unity between them, but that unity came with a catch because the tuition was steep, and while he seemed comfortable with the decision, now the real question lingered whether he was truly prepared for the heavy costs that would follow him in the long run. And then came the next twist, one that would change everything.
Months without having any child support, if that's what he's bringing to case.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, if we're talking about splitting the tuition, then we're splitting $1,100 in 9 months. That's less money for the year than if I just continued to pay child support to her. I'm okay with it, so if that's her decision.
What we're disagreeing with is just the length of time. I want to at least receive the $430 for the remaining 3 months if that's what decided. I'm not sure how that works in terms of the court, but I
Yeah, unfortunately, it wouldn't work like that. We wouldn't be able to do it like that because then we would be sending a withholding order to your employer.
She was not asking for the moon, only 3 more months of continued support, yet the father argued that switching directly to tuition payments would actually save him money in the long run, leaving her pleading with the court not to cut her off completely. And so the question hung in the air: was the system fair, or was it deeply flawed? The tension was thick as everyone waited for the judge's response. And what came next left the courtroom surprised.
A withholding order to your employer for 9 months, and then at the 3rd month have to hope that it reaches them in time enough for the 3 months for it to go down. So it doesn't really work like that. So it either has to be something you guys agree on in terms of what it is, like the amount, the $550, and it would have to continue one for the full year. I mean, you think about it like this. Those 3 months, there are going to be things that your son will probably need while he's with mom that she will be able to get.
Yeah.
definitely daycare. I mean, that's
Well,
still.
I mean, I understand she has expenses, but so basically, if she decides that he's going to go to a private.
He agreed to split the tuition, but only if the support stopped immediately, while she pleaded to keep receiving the $430 for just 3 more months. Yet before either side could settle the matter, the judge stepped in with a legal twist that neither parent had seen coming. And in that moment, what seemed complicated already was about to become even more tangled.
If she decides that he's going to go to a private school, my child support is going to be raised 12 months a year, even though that's a 9-month decision.
Yeah, because it has to extend through the entire year. Otherwise, based on your tax returns, I can base your child support off of what it should actually be.
No, I think we're okay.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because
what would that look like?
well, if we did it based off of your tax returns again and your W-2, you make $62,500 a year, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The judge made it clear that child support could not simply be paused, shutting down the father's plan, as she explained that legal timelines and employers would not adjust quickly enough. She reminded them that the child would still need daily essentials even during those months. But just as the parents thought they understood where this was heading, she added a deeper layer to the case, and the biggest shock was still waiting to be revealed.
W-2, you make $62,500 a year, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so health insurance, who carries health insurance?
We split it.
Okay, good. You guys, double insured. That's very good. That's very good. So if we did your gross, how much do you pay in health insurance for the child?
I pay, mine is like $60. $60 a month is all on.
Okay. So giving you credit for the $60, that'll bring your gross down. Let me see. Minus the $60, that will bring your gross to about, let's say, $5,100.
Interview 7. When the judge pulled out his W-2, the entire room grew tense as it revealed an income of $62,500 a year. The question now was whether he could truly afford this new plan. She began running the numbers, carefully preparing to reset the entire support order, and what she uncovered pointed to the possibility of his payment climbing even higher than at last. She announced a figure that left the whole courtroom stunned.
That will bring your gross to about, let's say, $5,100. Net at $4,156.64. How many children do you have?
I have 2 other children.
That are under the age of 18?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be 16%. Yeah, your child support would be about $665.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with. I'm okay with the
$550?
The $550.
I think the $550 is good too. I think it's good too. And I mean, you guys will be splitting the.
It turned out that both parents carried insurance for their son, which at first seemed like a rare win, but when the judge deducted only $60 from his gross income, it barely made a difference, and every single dollar was being dissected in front of the court. Yet she was not finished recalculating, and what came next would be the real bombshell: the announcement of his new payment.
And I mean, you guys will be splitting the tuition, essentially.
Since your insurance is better than mine, just because of your occupation, is there something, I mean, I am all about protecting our son on both sides, but if he was to have full insurance over our son. Is that something that we address here, or is that something that we address outside of court?
Oh no, you can do it on your own independently. You can go ahead and actually drop your insurance if you would like, because he at least is still covered under dad's insurance, and there will be nothing wrong with that. Okay?
So we'll discuss that after.
With income deductions and consideration of his 2 other children, the new child support could have reached $665. He hesitated, but then agreed to $550, which brought a brief sense of relief. Yet that calm was short-lived because another sensitive issue was waiting to be addressed. She was preparing to challenge his insurance plan, and the tension in the courtroom began to rise once more.
There will be nothing wrong with that. Okay?
So we'll discuss that after. Okay.
Okay. Is that all? You guys have anything else?
I guess, when does it take effect?
It'll take effect the 1st of each month. So
If today's the 3rd, then it doesn't take effect until the 1st of next
until
month.
the 1st of next month, yeah. Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, you all are...
She wondered aloud if she should drop her own plan since his job provided better coverage, and the judge reminded them that the choice was ultimately theirs. Yet in that exchange, something rare was revealed: 2 parents still locked in a battle, but both showing they wanted what was best for their child. It raised the question of whether peace was finally within reach. But before that could be answered, one final ruling still remained.